In here, me and my friend wants explain about biography Sultan Hasanuddin. And before start our presentation, we want introduce about our member. My name is Anggi Kometi Purba, and my friends Al-Fatir Ahmad, Ariel Ilza Mahendra, Naila Noha, and Salisa Rahmawardani. And the first, I will explain about fact from Sultan Hasanuddin. Sultan Hasanuddin, nickname Ayam Jantan dari Timur by the Dutch. He was born in Makassar, January 12, 1631 to June 12, 1670. Was the 17th Sultan of Goa and an Indonesian national hero who was born Muhammad Bakir I Malombasi Daeng Matawang Karaeng Bonto Mangapek. Because of his bravery, he was nicknamed the Hedges Van Het Oosten by the Dutch, which means the rooster of the east. He was born in Katanga, Goa Regency. He was appointed as a national hero by presidential decree. He was also good at trading. That's why he had a good trading network all the way to Makassar, even with foreigners. And the next historical backdrop, Salisa will explain about it.
Historical backdrop. Sultan Hasanuddin, the son of the 15 years king of Goa, his mother was named Aisabe Lokmo Daeng Tokanto. Sultan Hasanuddin followed the Sultanate of Goa from 1653 to 1669. The Sultanate of Goa was a major sultanate in eastern Indonesia that controlled the trade routes. Hasanuddin received his religious education at the Bontoala Mosque. Since childhood, he was often invited by his father to attend important meetings, with the hope that he could absorb the knowledge of diplomacy and war strategy. Several times he was trusted to be a delegate to send messages to various wars. When he was 21 years old, Hasanuddin was entrusted with the position of Goa Defense Affairs. There are two versions of history that explain when he was appointed king, namely when he was 24 years old or in 1655 or when he was 22 years old in 1653. Regardless of the years, the Revenge Sultan Malikusaid had willed that his kingdom be continued by Hasanuddin. Apart from his father, he received guidance on governments from the Mangkabumi of the Sultanate of Goa. Karaeng Patigoloang, Sultan Hasanuddin was the teacher of Arung Palaka, one of the sultans of Bon, who would later collaborate with the Dutch to bring down the Sultanate of Goa.
Background and influence. When he was born, his name was Muhammad Bakir Malombasi Daeng Matawang Karaeng Bonto Mangape. Giving this name by the Qadi of the Sultan of Goa, who was also his own brother-in-law, husband of a cousin, namely Al-Habib Sheikh Alwi Jalaluddin Bafagi, a descendant of Imam Maula Aidid in Hadramaut, who is a descendant of the Prophet. Then when he served as Sultan, he received the title Sultan Hasanuddin. In the mid-17th century, the Dutch company VOC attempted to monopolize the spice trade in the Moluccas. After successfully negotiating with the Spanish and Portuguese, the Dutch company forced the people of the country to. Thank you. picky, sealed at the price set by them. In addition, the company ordered the cutting down of nutmeg and clove trees in several places, so that spice will not be abandoned. So Sultan Hasanuddin strongly rejected the will, because such was contrary to the will of Allah His Side. For this reason, Sultan Hasanuddin one side to the company. Let's trade together, compete with all activities. But the company did not win because they had seen the amount of profit in this country. Well, Sultan Hasanuddin saw that such a method was injustice.
Hello, my name is Nailan. I will explain obstacle. The conflict between Makassar and the VOC dates back to 1616 when 15 Dutch sailors were massacred after the VOC took a number of Makassar nobles hostage to force the Makassar king to pay his debts to them. The war would continue between these two powers for more than 50 years, as the Dutch were determined to monopolize the spice trade, which was also a source of ghost property. With that goal in mind, it was almost impossible for either side to find a workable permanent compromise, as the VOC worked to tolerate a commercial and thus military rival in the region. To counter Dutch encroachment, Hasanuddin went to great lengths to strengthen his military power. Makassar was already a compilation society with a large European population, of which the Portuguese were the most numerous, numbering almost 200,000. The abundance of available European experts allowed Makassar to modernize its army and navy. For example, in 1600s, Makassar as armaments were managed by an Englishman who had converted to Islam. 70, the capital was protected by the Sambopu fortress, built in the Italian style in the 1016, which also contains the royal place. The first conflict between Hasanuddin and the Dutch was over the spice monopoly in Ambon. This conflict is escalated into block of Makassar, harbored by the VOC fleet between 1000 as this war treaty on February 2. However, as the treaty stipulates that neither side shall interfere with the other is alliance and diplomacy, it would hinder the Dutch against the monopolist the spice trade, meaning further conflict was inevitable. In addition, Hasanuddin was also unhappy that the treaty prohibits him from sending a trading fleet to Moluccas without his company the permission. Thanks.
Hey guys, I'm Reza Mahendra. I'll explain the part of historical impact. Okay. Finally, on 27 April 1659, Hasanuddin demanded that the VOC cease its incursion into Seram, Buru and Amblau, all of which were vassals of Makassar, evacuate Manado, and recognized that the monopoly of the spice trade in the Moluccas was again the law of God. This resulted in the VOC breaking off negotiation and preparing for war. Of 31 ship managed by 1,000 sailors and carrying 1,200 European soldiers and 400 mercenaries from Ambon was assembled in Ambon under the command of Johan van Dam for the VOC war effort, realizing that this force was not enough to take the city of Makassar. The Batavian High Government decided to seek a better bargaining position using treachery rather than force. 11 Dutch ships with the best weaponry sailed off the coast of Makassar, firing on various forts to create the impression that they had a much greater force. Eventually, they bombarded Sombapa with overwhelming violence, causing most of the Grecian Panakukang southern fortress to race away to help defend the fortress. However, Panakukang was the real Dutch target, and the rest of the Dutch fleet Jensen swooped in and captured the already weakened force. Makassar attempt to retake the fort was repulsed with heavy loss, and the company managed to force Hasanuddin back to negotiating table. A new treaty stipulates that Makassar would no longer interfere with the company business in Manado, Baton, and Ambon. The Makassar was forbidden to sail in Banda and Ambon. That they fought by Hope war indemnity that will cover the cost of the entire operation, and worst of all, that all Portuguese must leave Makassar, and the company will open trade here.
Thank you for attention. Sorry for the mistakes our presentation. That's all from us. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.